Relate the equilibrium constant, K, to thermodynamic favorability, delta G degrees. The relationship between the standard Gibbs free energy change and the equilibrium constant is given by the equation delta G degrees equals RT ln K quad when K greater than 1.0 at temperatures below 500 Kelvin. The term ln K is positive, which makes delta G degrees less than 0. This indicates that the reaction is thermodynamically favorable at lower temperatures. When K less than 1.0 at temperatures above 500 Kelvin, the term ln K is negative, which makes delta G degrees greater than 0. This indicates that the reaction is thermodynamically unfavorable at higher temperatures. Recall the temperature dependence of Gibbs free energy. The relationship between Gibbs free energy, enthalpy, and entropy is represented by the formula delta G degrees equals delta H degrees. T delta S degrees quad. Determine the sign of the standard enthalpy change, delta H degrees. Since the reaction is thermodynamically favorable, delta G degrees less than 0 at low temperatures. The enthalpy change must drive the favorability of the process. For delta G degrees to be negative when the temperature T approaches absolute 0, the enthalpy change must be negative, delta H degrees less than 0, indicating an exothermic reaction. Determine the sign of the standard entropy change, delta S degrees. Since the reaction becomes thermodynamically unfavorable, delta G degrees greater than 0. At high temperatures, the entropy term, T delta S degrees, must work against favorability as T increases. If delta S degrees is negative, delta S degrees less than 0, then the term T delta S degrees becomes a large positive value at high temperatures. At temperatures above 500 Kelvin, this positive entropy term dominates and overcomes the favorable negative enthalpy, delta H degrees, causing delta G degrees to become positive. Conclude the signs of both parameters. Therefore, the reaction must have delta H degrees less than 0 and delta S degrees less than 0 to be favorable only at low temperatures. This matches option D. The correct answer is option D, delta H standard less than 0 and delta S standard less than 0.